what do you feel is? Do you think Bradley Beal is a top 15 player in the NBA right now?
Hell no. Hell no. I can name 50. Oh man, are we counting injured guys or no?
I mean, look, there's two separate lists. If you're
Yeah.
counting injured guys, then you can add Kevin Durant
and Steph Curry. Okay.
No, I
So
already
just put out a list right now, and I'll count it.
Kevin Durant,
1,
Okay.
Steph Curry,
2,
LeBron,
3,
Kawhi,
4,
Giannis,
5,
James Harden,
6,
Anthony Davis,
7,
Nikola Jokic,
8,
Damian Lillard,
9,
Russell Westbrook,
10.
and I gotta get Joel Embiid.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah. What are you gonna argue that?
Nah, I said Damian Lillard.
I said that already. Oh, okay. I said that already.
Luka,
easily. What is that, 11?
Yeah, it's 12.
12. Klay Thompson?
I don't know.
I
I can't give you that easily.
Okay, that's debatable. We're going to throw that in the big column. That's debatable.
When is it? Hold on. All right,
who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
I mean, you could say Jimmy Butler.
Kyrie Irving.
I kind of don't agree with Jimmy Butler. You could say Paul George. I'll give you Paul George.
That's 15
hey,
right there.
Westbrook.
I said Westbrook.
Okay, so look.
So you're at 14.
So I have a question for you. When is durability going to come into play here? Because Kyrie Irving, as much as I like him, he's only played 20 games. He can barely play a full season. Kevin Durant, that's Kevin Durant. He's obviously better, but
I'm going to rebuttal you. When does durability what does durability have to do with your game style? Like how you play?
Well, would you rather somebody who's a really good player?
Would you rather and who's better, or two different questions?
Because look, Bradley Beal, I don't know if you guys know this. He played 82 games 3 straight seasons, and he didn't miss a game this year. So he's always there.
Wait, did you name Giannis?
Yeah.
Oh. I did.
Giannis. Giannis was his third pick. So, I mean, look, this year, I'm going to make an argument. I don't know how crazy it's going to sound to you guys, but I think Bradley Beal is better than Jimmy Butler. And I
tomato.
Really do. I think if you put Bradley Beal on Miami, I think they'd still be a really good team. Jimmy Butler was shooting horrific from the three-point line this year, averaging 20 points per game. Bradley Beal's a good playmaker. He's a better shooter, better scorer, better passer. I mean, the only thing, I mean, not a better passing, I'll give it to Jimmy Butler. I'll give it to Jimmy Butler, but Bradley Beal's a really underrated passer. My thing is you're gaining somebody who scores the rock better than him.
Can I hear your 15?
Huh?
I want to hear your 15.
All right. So I have
No, name me somebody we didn't name. No, name your 15 actually. Just name your 15.
Okay, so I'm doing an order. So I got LeBron, Kawhi.
Did I say LeBron?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis, AD, Curry, Harden, Westbrook, Embiid, Jokic, Kyrie, Lillard, PG, Luka, and then Bradley Beal. If we're doing not injuries, if we're doing injuries, then if we're doing injuries aside, then I can't really sit here and say that he's better than Kevin Durant.
No, it's fine. Of the injuries, you really honestly think he's better than Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, look, what does Jimmy Butler definitively do better than him besides
defense?
I gave it defense. We don't have to talk about that. Bradley Beal's one of the worst, one of the most poor defenders in the league. I think. Can Jimmy score better than him?
Wait, hold on. I just want to say this because I think what Jimmy brings to the table, the leadership, the grit, the work ethic, I think the stuff he brings doesn't show up in the stats.
So I was looking at a list, and it was a freaking slideshow list, so it took me a while. But all right, so there's some players that might be debatable that I have.
Oh, you have a list too?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell.
That's debatable.
Fair.
Chris Paul.
Debatable.
I was thinking about that. Not gonna lie.
Ben Simmons.
No debate.
Fair.
And hold up, let me see.
Actually,
it's a slideshow, and I'm at 1, so it's gonna take me 5 seconds. I hate things like this because it makes no sense. Just put out a list. All right, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns. That was the one.
Oh, he's a big though, so it's
that's
debatable. Those are 4 debatable.
Those are for look, outside of maybe Ben Simmons, I think Bradley Beal is slightly better than all of the slightly better. That's the difference between being in the top 15.
Future, you take Bradley Beal over Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
But right now,
on his way out. Bradley Beal's only 26 too.
Can I
He's
say
still
this?
really young.
Can I ask this question? I have to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler, Chris Paul,
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell. Those 3 names. Jimmy Butler goes to Miami. He brings that grit, that grind. They're one of the 5 best teams in the East. Chris Paul goes to OKC. They weren't projected to make the playoffs. I think we all know that.
They had a really good team though. That was like one of the projections that
and Donovan Mitchell. I mean,
that was one of the projections that the people projecting got wrong.
But we didn't think they would be this good though.
I thought they would be pretty good though. I'm
saying that
Adams. Like
I'm saying the majority. I'm not saying you. I'm saying the majority though. The majority of people. Donovan Mitchell, he's the leader of his team. Offensively, I think we all agree to that. He's the leader. Donovan's the leader of his team. We plug Bradley Beal in those 3 situations. Is he doing the same thing as those guys?
Well, Miami. If I'm gonna just talk about Miami first,
this is a question for you too. Just by the way.
All right.
If I'm talking
Miami, well, you could go first, JC.
I mean, look, Miami. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can all agree nobody thought that they would be a top 3 seed this year.
Well, they're like 5 or 4 now.
So, I mean, look, they have a good Roster though. They have Bam Adebayo's pretty good. They got shooters. I think if you put Bradley Beal, I mean, I don't know. I mean, outside defensively, I don't know. You're actually gaining a better scorer.
But you're gaining a guy who's ball dominant.
You're gaining a better shooter. You're gaining a better scorer. I mean, we've seen Bradley Beal as a second option average, 23, 24 points per game behind John Wall, who we can all agree, I mean, not all, but maybe you, Riv, he was a ball-dominant player, right?
So is Bradley Beal this year, though.
Well, that's because he had –
But Miami's orchestrated on everybody. They share the ball.
So you don't think Bradley Beal would change his game playing on a way better team?
I mean,
so you think he would just still be jacking up like what? This season he shot 19 shots per game. So you think he'd just be jacking up 19 shots per game?
I think he would change his game to have a liability on defense.
I mean, what was Miami's defensive rating?
I mean, I think Jimmy Butler matches what Miami wants to do perfectly. But I think
he fits them.
Made that if we're talking about better players, it's more about which team can go farther if you build the right team around said player. So which team can go farther if you build around Jimmy Butler or you build around Bradley Beal?
Well, we've never seen a Bradley Beal built team, so it's –
I mean, Joel, I've heard you say this, and I kind of agree with you. You can't win a championship with Jimmy Butler being your best player.
It's not.
You can't win a championship either.
That's what I'm saying. So their roles, could we see them being the second fiddle, third fiddle on a championship? We saw Jimmy Butler as a third fiddle in Philly, and it didn't work out.
Who was the second fiddle?
Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler.
What? That's the problem right there. Ben Simmons was the second fiddle. That was the problem. There should be no way. Simmons
so then let's say he was a second. So let's say he was the second option.
That team was
bad coaching. Their bench was horrible.
It was. But Bradley Beal's starting lineup is probably the same amount of like good as Philly's bench. You have Ish Smith starting. I'd rather have TJ McConnell than Ish Smith starting.
That's true.
Because he plays defense.
That's true.
I just think, Riv, I just personally think I think that you think Bradley Beal is a good player, but I think that you think his stats are inflated. But I mean, like, I just want you to understand. I mean, if you look at the roster he has to go out and do that. Now, can we all agree that if Jimmy Butler went to the Wizards with the way he was playing this year, he ain't dropping 30?
No.
He ain't dropping 30.
I don't think
he had his jump shot this year. I think he shot from the 3-point line? 24 to 25%.
He would have been traded mid-year. He would have wanted out of there.
You know what I mean? And then look, Bradley Beal, he's the younger player. Jimmy Butler's 30. Bradley Beal just turned 26. And I just think like he's improving. If you look at his years outside when John Wall left, he's improving. The year that John Wall was there, the last year 24, last year 27, this year 30.
I mean, he's a scorer. Don't get me wrong, he's a scorer.
And he's an underrated passer, better shooter. I mean,
I think it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. He just gives up so much defensively. So it's just like that's a tough way to go. Like,
All right,
Too
so
much.
basically, to conclude what was being talked about, JC thinks that Bradley Beal is a top 15 player, and River thinks that the player that has probably the worst hairline in NBA 2K history is not, in Bradley Beal. With the patches on the side of his
Fact.
Yeah, he dead does though.
His hair grows here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't think Bradley Beal's a top 15 player, Riv, and JC, you do. So that's it. So if you guys think that Bradley
Let
Beal's
us know
a
what you
top
think in the
15
comment
player,
section.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you
Let
think
us
he is
know.
or he
I'm
isn't.
interested in this.